What is going on? Oh my goodness. What did we just witness tonight? I don't even know where to start. I can see we've got Prince, D, Sarah. I'm going to bring up, I think Tom's going to join. I'm going to bring up all four of you at once in just a moment because if there's ever been a night for Pistons Jack fan reaction for everyone to come up here and just enjoy. I already said it's the best night of my life. Like probably the best night of a lot of people's Pistons fandom. It's tonight, so we'll get everyone up in just a moment. But guys, I feel so lucky to have been there tonight. Like I don't even know where to start. Like I just love Pistons fans. Like I love Pistons fans. That like love this team, but I love these Pistons fans. Like I'm gonna have probably more footage going up on my socials, but you should have seen after. We were sitting amongst seas of Knicks fans and they were chirping the whole game. I will say they were pretty respectful, but they were getting so mad at the end and trying to yell over the top of me. And there's a few Pistons fans. And as soon as that buzzer went, we were screaming, we were jumping, we were hugging. Like there was Knicks fans like abusing some younger Pistons fans, and I like ran over there and got them, and we were just like, oh, it was just everything. We were just hugging. All the Knicks fans just had like these filthy frowns as they exited. Jalen Brunson nearly broke his neck, snapping his head back every 2 seconds. Like, guys, this is just the best night ever. The best night ever. Such a good game. I'll be honest, I think I blacked out for that last 4 minutes. So I'm going to need your guys' help to help remember. I had to keep grabbing my girlfriend and be like, I am shaking out of control. And when Dennis Schroeder hit that three, both of us, the screams that came out of us, I don't think either of us has ever heard those noises exit our body before because we were just like pure shock and happiness. And I can only imagine how everyone else was at home, but it was just incredible. We met up with some Pistons fans at halftime. There's going to be some interviews coming out. And then after the game it was insane. It was insane. But okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring up Prince, D, and Sarah. Let me see if I've got one set up here for 4 people. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's go. Can you guys hear me okay? I've never done it with 4 people before.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you.
Guy, like, let's go. Like, let's go. I don't even know. Prince, you were in here first. I'm assuming this is the first playoff series you've ever seen. How are you feeling, bro? Talk us through it.
I had no words. It's the first time I cried in so long. It was like first time in my entire life the Pistons have ever won a playoff game. And it was so crazy to me. It was like, especially when Dennis Schroeder hit that three, it was like me, my mom, my dad, we were all just like, oh my God. And it was just like Pistons Jack group chat going crazy. And it's just like, wow, we really made it. This is how you know we made it. And it was a very happy experience for me.
Man, that's everything, man. I love hearing that. And D, how are you, my brother? Talk us through the emotions. What's going on?
So happy. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, what a game. In that last quarter I vomited in my mouth a little bit a few times. Um I was so sick. Oh my goodness. No, I had told you not to bring me in here in the first 5 minutes because I was gonna swear probably.
Go.
Um
Honestly, dude, I
bro,
don't care tonight. Do what you want.
yeah.
This is the shows for everyone, man.
That Schroeder three, my goodness. But I really thought we was up the whole game, and then again, just that I thought they're not gonna do it to us again in the fourth quarter. Surely,
Yeah.
surely not. But they didn't. We beat them against all odds because those refs calls were some fucking bullshit. And oh, Brunson's a whole bitch. Every chance he got to flop around, and then they'd fall to the floor. Every time they fell to the floor, it would have a foul call. Like it was just ridiculous. But they never keep that
Oh,
same energy we was able to do. But anyway, we did it.
we
We
did
did it.
it.
We here, and the third game gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be so good.
How good, man. And let's kick it to Sarah. Sarah, talk us through your viewing. Did you scare your dogs tonight with your reactions? I'm
Yes, I
guessing they had a
did.
tough night.
Scared my dogs. I had my window open, scared my neighbors, just screaming and yelling. I mean, it clicked for me that a lot of you haven't seen them win the playoffs. I mean, it's been years and immediate tears, I was just like D, it would have been 3.5 seconds left of 6, couldn't celebrate, had to wait until whistle's blown, done. And I still can't believe it. And then of course, with National, they cut straight to the Nuggets. And then I felt like I had no time to process. I didn't know what to
Yeah.
do. I didn't know who to call. The group chat was very helpful to unleash that all. It was just so amazing. And the guys deserve it. The team deserves it. The refs, I don't know what they were, we got the benefit of the whistle for a lot of the game, but then towards the end, it just blew up. And I'm glad that we fought through it. We did it. I think that this win is almost better than winning the first, because now we've shown that we can come back and we can do it. I said in the chat, out Malik and Tim really hitting it off, we still pulled it off, which is huge for our young guys. And now we get to go home and we get to see the suits. We get to have the home crowd.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I like what you said there. Like they backed it up, and I also before the game, I said to we ran into some Pistons people, and I just said to my girlfriend, I just want them to start strong. Start strong. Don't let anything that happened in that fourth quarter deter you from how good you were in that first game for 3.5 quarters. And immediately, you could sense, me being there, I was like, they are locked in defensively. And they held the Knicks only scored 94 tonight. There's periods late in the third where they were in the 60s. And it was just the defense, there's so many players we can shout out. But just to see them back it up, it's this means more than just stealing game one. It's they legit are right in this series. There's no flukes anymore. There's no lucky wins. And I was when Jalen Brunson exited the game, I was kind of happy. But then when he came back and didn't really miss any action, it was all right, cool. You got no excuses. We're missing our best defender in Stu. And shout out Pistons next here. Cat, 0 points in the second half, 10 points on the game. Tobias Harris, excellent job. Beeble Paul, excellent job. Jalen Duran, excellent job. But that's enough for me. I've just seen Mark join, so I'm going to get 5 of us up here. We'll get Mark's thoughts, and then we'll go back around the table because I got some more questions for you all. Mark, what's going on? You got the cowboy hat on. Can you hear me, Mark?
So good. Yeah, can you hear me?
We got you.
Can you hear me?
On
Yeah,
the
we
beach.
got you.
You got me?
Yep.
I'm at the park, mate. I got the Akuba on. Sun smart. So
Let's go.
stoked.
Mate, incredible.
Yeah,
I-
sorry, I'm just
I wanna
walking in the
hear your-
bush. Loving it.
You are taking us into the
Oh,
Aussie outback, mate.
Yeah, mate. Duran set the tone. I said it in the chat before the game. He needed to back it up. He played so well in the first quarter. And we took Cat out of the game. It was fantastic. So good. I knew he couldn't back that up. And I think at the right times during the game, we put pressure on the rim. We attacked the basket, kept them in foul trouble in crucial periods. Because if the threes aren't dropping, that's where we can definitely bank some points, keep scoring, attack the rim,
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Am I yelling? Am I
more.
yelling? Because there's people around.
No, you're good. You're good. We're loving it. I love your Jalen Duran point. I felt tonight him and Cade were key if they were going to win. JD on the defensive end, and then Cade just like bouncing back from game one. But yeah, JD was huge. But Mark, I'm just going to kick it to Prince now. We're going to try to get everyone's thoughts here.
Nice one.
Prince, was there a play tonight in particular, a moment where you were like, okay, they've got this, or did it take until the final buzzer to be like, all right, they've actually won a playoff game?
Yeah. Before I go to all my goods, I want to go ahead and say, Tim Hardaway Jr., you don't deserve any high fives. Tim Hardaway Jr. was so bad. I'm sorry. I love Tim. Tim is a Michigan. Hold on. Tim is a Michigan man. He's a Michigan man. I love Tim. But you don't deserve no slaps today, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, he's
like today, like you were open on 9 different shots and missed all of them. 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. You don't deserve no slaps.
Come on,
Malik Beasley, almost same thing for you. I can't lie. This is my first playoff win. I'm giving criticism. Malik Beasley, no slaps for you either. You had so many open looks, and yet you couldn't score on any of them. I'm like, he did have that 1-3 in the second quarter. Bro could not close out. We had him in for the last couple of minutes, and he wouldn't even score. It's like you don't deserve no slaps either. Next, Dennis Schroeder, you got to be the clutch player of the year, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Dennis Schroeder wasn't nominated. He wasn't a finalist. But I'm saying Dennis Schroeder did everything that he could, and he was great. I can't lie. Cade, I love how he put up 30 something, but I feel like at that end of the what's the name game, he shouldn't have been in. I love Cade. Cade is like the leader of our team. Yes, I love Cade. He's the leader of our team. But third, fourth quarter, he was doing great. I love the free throws. But at the same time, I feel like we would have been better with a Dennis Schroeder, Marcus Sasser. I wanted him to get rest because if anything, I feel like he was getting fatigued. I feel like he was getting. I love that Nike Pistons jersey, Sarah. That is nice. But I didn't like how he was getting fatigued like third, fourth quarter. I love the free throws, all these push-up shots that he was taking, these layups. But at the same time, going for deep threes on like every once and fourth shots, you can't do that. Like, of course, he has the possibility to make it. I've seen it, but you can't do that for real. If anything, this is playoff time, and we need to be focused on the actual target instead of doing stupid shots like that, especially when you're getting guarded by dude from New York. It's like, all right. But next, who else I got? B-Ball Paul. He outperformed. I knew he was going to do something, and he did. That first and second quarter, he was trash. But the second and third quarter, he was great. And I love to see that from B-Ball Paul. I'm always a supporter of B-Ball Paul. Every time he does good, I'm always there for him. He's great. I didn't see a lot of players from the bench, but those couple minutes that Ron Holland had, he also did good. He didn't put up points, but I feel like when he had those defensive stops, that's what I like to see. And same thing for the Knicks. Like Knicks, I feel like the Knicks could not score 3 that whole game. Like they were really trying. Like when it was crunch time, they were scoring. Definitely. I'll give it up to them. But they were not scoring. That defense today was great. Same thing with JD.
Yeah.
JD was just great. He came out, he pushed, he had the defense. This is what we needed from him because last game he was terrible. This is what we needed from JD today. So, yeah, that's basically all I had to say. Just had to get some criticism out. But other than that, I'm so glad I got to see a playoff game in my life. Won.
Yeah.
And can't wait for game 3, game 4. I'm gonna be at game 4. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be there? I'll see you there.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go.
Definitely can't wait to meet you, Mac.
Absolutely, bro. But look, hey, get your criticism off. You do your thing. I like where you ended that though. Like I actually did think even TSA and B's, like everyone was good defensively. I was hoping one of Beasley or TSA would knock down some shots, but they were both really good in game 1. So sometimes that's just how it goes. But there were some really key ones there where it was like, oh, if they made that, like they were back-breaking threes. But we move. But let's go to D. D, first of all, I've got to ask, how is your son doing after his team in game 1 lost by an NBA playoff record, I believe, 50-plus points? How's he doing?
He said so for that game, for the Grizzlies game, because it was nighttime over here in Perth. He had to switch it off halfway through. He said for his mental health. I thought, yeah, have a whole breakdown. Have a whole breakdown. But he's not happy. Then he wouldn't let me have a little bit of shine about that win this morning. He's like, "Oh, y'all were up by 12 and you only won by 4." All right, so he's just being a bitch. That's all. Sour little bitch. I was hoping to get photos of him crying. He didn't cry for me, but close enough.
And same questions I have for Prince. Like, was there a moment in this game where you were like, yep, they've done this. They've finally won a playoff game, or was it right down until the final play?
Even when we had like 3 seconds left, I was just like, man, I know these refs. I know what these refs like do when Pistons are playing. And I was kind of catastrophizing in my mind and thinking of all of these situations where the refs could just fuck this up for us. So no, and people were celebrating in the group chat. I thought I'm not finna celebrate with y'all until it's over because I can't do that to myself. No, sir. I really, really was sick in my stomach the whole way through that fourth quarter. So no, I never thought we had it in the bag. Even 3 seconds down, 3 seconds left. Sorry, no, I wouldn't let myself believe that we won it. I wanted to though. Like obviously, I knew that Prince was watching, and this being his first playoff, that he's had in his lifetime, I suppose is special. First of many to come because we back now, and yeah. I second a lot of Prince's criticism. I was really disappointed with Beasley. And I was disappointed with a lot of these free throws playing at this level. It should just be muscle memory as far as I'm concerned. There's no reason to be missing free throws. Yeah. So that was annoying.
No, and that's it. Look, I'm still just on the high. I'll be honest, I can't even remember the game. Like after this, I'm gonna have to watch it back because I was just like, were you guys like blacking out during it? It was just like, I was like, not well. I was fully shaking. Like I couldn't even because I wanted to when the buzzer went film a quick video of my reaction, and I was trying to hold the microphone. I kept dropping it. Like I was a mess. Just the best though. But we'll go.
I'm so glad that you went to the game. How did you get the tickets?
The Pistons. They got them.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Luckily.
That's what's up.
No, they are very lucky, very grateful. Because MSG, Knicks fans, I will say Knicks fans online have been a different breed, but when you're in person with them, they're actually pretty good. It just got a bit when they realized that, oh wait, we're actually gonna lose, then the tone shifted. But they were pretty good for the most part. But just that stadium was so loud. I think LCA can get louder, but I've never it was crazy. But Sarah, who was your best player on the night? Who do you think if you had to just pick one player?
I mean, it's Cade. He never stopped. He kept going. Yeah. I mean, I love that it's a safe space for Prince to anyone to let out their frustrations, but the idea of pulling Cade in the fourth is a bit ridiculous. But, he was just so, he drove it to the basket more. His goal was to get the ball in the hoop, while Brunson's goal was to draw a foul, and it just gets me. I just love that about him, that he's like, I'm going, and what happens. And yeah, I have to go with Cade. Duren too. He stayed out of foul trouble. He brought it. We got the Cade to Duren lobs when we needed them most. I think Asar did really good. I think a couple of the fouls were a bit ridiculous that he got on him. He shouldn't have been kicked out, but we still pulled through. We still managed with that. So yeah, I would say Cade. And for Malik and Tim Hardaway, of course, it's disappointing. But I know that they're taking that to heart, and also they don't like Malik. They don't have bad. They've been so consistent lately, like especially ending the season. Both of them have been very consistent, and I feel like they don't have a string of bad games, and they still made their efforts known. I don't think JB would have kept them out there if they weren't contributing in some way, including on defense. So I just think like now wait till they do. Now wait till they have a good game also, and we're out here stopping Cat, and we're out here doing these things. Then it's over. So
it was. I'll tell you all. So these were the 3 most yelled things. There was a person who sat behind me who was doing my head in, a Knicks fan, just kept yelling about the refs. And these are the 3 things he said. He said, Jalen Brunson doesn't get enough foul calls. Cade's got a good whistle, and Asar Thompson complains a lot. And I was like, I have never heard 3 lesser true statements in my life.
Yeah.
Literally flip all 3 of those. Asar is like the most mild-mannered person I've ever seen on a basketball court.
Even asking for the replay, he's just like, so like, please, please, he's not over there, whipping his hands.
Literally,
please, coach, please.
I know.
So,
and then Cade and Brunson play the most polar opposite style of basketball on offense. One grifts for fouls. And I wish I was trying to film all this, but like there was one point where this man literally nearly broke his neck. He was flipping his head back. Like it was embarrassing to watch. And I was like, this man behind me is screaming that he's not getting enough foul calls. But anyway, that's obviously they're going to do that for their guy. But those 3 things are just ridiculous. But yeah. Mark, can I ask Mark, where are you, first of all? Are you out and about yelling Detroit basketball? Oh, he can't hear me. Oh, he's on mute.
I think he's at the beach.
He keeps putting himself on mute.
Hello.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry, Mark.
Yeah, I'm at Woodman Point.
Woodman Point. Is that a beach? Uh-oh. Mark, I might get you to try rejoin again if that's all right. Something keeps going on with your audio. I'm just going to kick you off for the stream, but I'll see you when you rejoin and bring you back up. Prince, are you there?
Of course I'm here. Always been here.
So now that you've got those you've got your criticisms off your chest, what do you think can happen now in the next 2 games in Detroit? Like, if this team is playing close to their best basketball, do you think we could be, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but 3-1 series leads a real possibility?
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, melted ice, Pistons in 5. That's what I think. That's what I think. Pistons can win this in 5 games. I think we might lose another one. Maybe game 6, maybe game 5. I don't know. But I think that we can win in 5 games. And I think we can also beat Boston. But do I think we have a chance at winning? Of course. I think if anything, we're going to win. But within everything, I feel like there's also a chance that we lose. Like, I see where you were coming from, Jack. And even though I didn't really get to see game 1 like I wanted to, I think that we can win. We're going to win. But there's also a pretty larger percent in me that I think that we're going to lose. But all I really wanted to see was us win a playoff series this year. That's all I wanted to be fulfilled. And even if we get beat by Boston like 4 games, it's just like I'll be fine with that because I got to see my Pistons go somewhere that they haven't gone in so much time, like in my whole lifetime, So yeah, those are my thoughts.
I love it. Love it. And so, were you going to be at game 4? My memory's all over the spot.
Yeah, so my dad told me we're gonna leave Atlanta like early in the morning, Friday maybe, and we're gonna be in Detroit on Saturday, and then Sunday we're gonna go to the game because like I really should not be up at 1:11 right now. I got state testing tomorrow. So,
Oh,
but it's social studies. I'm gonna get a 4. So I'm great at social studies. But uh so that's why it's been really hard with these Saturdays. I wanted to go to the game on Friday, not Friday, Saturday in New York. But the thing is, my prom was that day, so I was like, I can't go to that either. So I was like, if anything, I think Sunday will probably be the best game. Hopefully, I get to see all of you. And yeah, it's really always been Detroit versus everybody.
that's right. I love it. I love it. I can't
Mhm.
wait to say what's up to you, bro.
Yep.
Mark, let's see if we got Mark back here. We got the Outback bloke strutting his Pistons t-shirt. Hang on. Try now, Mark.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah?
Let's go. I want to.
Yeah, I quit my job to watch the fourth quarter.
Did you? I'm the most gullible person. So are you being serious?
No, I'm in between jobs. I didn't have to be there today, and I could see we were going to win, and I was like, screw this. And just went and gave my notice at Smoko,
Did you actually?
and then left and went and watched the fourth quarter at the petrol station.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. That's so good. How good.
So that's it.
Mark, what do you reckon games 3 and 4? What do you think like how do you feel about game 3? Maybe we'll start there.
Yeah, just hope they don't get complacent, because I think throughout the season when they've got some big wins, the emotions get really high, and they just got to keep level-headed as well. Because I think from memory, the OKC, the big brawl, that happened after a few pretty big victories.
Yeah.
And they just got to keep their head level. And I reckon if Isaiah Stewart's back, got a really good chance of winning game 3. Big time.
Yeah. Well, that great point. Like, so they got a win tonight with him not playing. So he gets obviously 2 days rest since the last game. Plus, I think the next game's not for another 2 days again. 3 days, Sarah said. So he's going to get
Saturday
5.
there, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. So, but he's going to get at least 5 days to rest up that leg, because I heard from just talking to some people, it is just the knee inflammation. Like, it's not something new. I know that was what's reported, but like, so I think we'll see him in game 3. And
I'm getting mobbed by
that's gonna be
birds,
huge.
mate. And my battery's about to die. I'm on 9%. So,
well,
look, I'm going to check out. I'm going to be
Yeah.
catching up with D really soon. We're going to celebrate this, and I'm looking forward to it. Thanks so much for having me on.
Absolutely, mate. We love having you on. Enjoy the rest of your day.
See you on
Catch up.
Thursday, D.
Let's go. Catch you, bro. All right, well, let's go. Let's go to D. I'm just gonna fix up this screen. But D, just
Sure.
I'm just gonna turn it to you. Have you got any other emotions, any feelings? I feel like tonight's show is just about the raw emotions of like how crazy this is.
It literally, for me, it doesn't matter what happens from here, because, like Prince said, like we made it to the playoffs. This season has far exceeded my expectations, hopes, and dreams for the Pistons. I knew we couldn't come back worse than last season. I don't think that that's even possible. But in terms of putting in work, and just working their asses off to become a coherent team, they have just excelled and made me so proud. So it doesn't matter what happens from here. But me personally, I just know that Detroit is an underdog, bro. Like we can do this fucking thing. And what an amazing, incredible story that would be if we took this shit out, you know? Like, from last season to the. It's an incredible story, regardless. But so I'm believing that. I'm really believing that we're gonna do that this season. At least give it our best. We got more games to win. I can't see us becoming complacent. I can't see that.
I agree. Not at this time of the year. Like they get 2 days rest. Like they are locked in. Like I'm with you. I 100% agree with Mark in that being a fear and something you don't want them to happen because that has happened during the season. But yeah, I don't think they're getting complacent, and they get to play in front of like LCA is going to be crazy. Like D, did you ever? Because you're from Detroit. Like, did you ever go to any of those like 2000s teams, like any games at the Palace or maybe even a playoff game?
Yeah, I've been to my fair share. And when we won the last time I was there for that game, and the city just went crazy. So I know that it's gonna be hype because I really this season was just getting started when I was there back over Thanksgiving, but the Lions were wrapping up and they'd done so well, and the city was just so proud and going crazy for the Lions. And all of a sudden it was cool to support the Lions. So for outsiders, you feel me? So yeah, I know Detroit. Yeah, they're gonna be celebrating like a motherfucker.
It's gonna be crazy. I am so excited to just get to experience some sort of postseason Detroit sport. Like the fans were crazy when I
How
was
long are
there.
you?
I'm in
How long are
Detroit.
you in-
I'm in Detroit until May 1st, so I'm there for a while. I'm hoping to try and get back to New York for Game 5, but we'll see what happens there. But I'm definitely for Games 3 and 4. I'll be there, so it's going to be crazy. I'm so excited. It's wild. Sarah, you've been to the Palace though, haven't you? We were talking about this the other night.
Yeah, I have been to the Palace. My first game was the game they played the Pacers 2 weeks after the Malice at the Palace. So I was there, and half the team was gone because they were suspended. It was delayed. It was delayed by 2 hours because of a bomb threat our fans gave to the Pacers. They had to come in. The Pacers refused to get off their bus.
Oh my God.
I know. But yeah, I've been there a couple times. I'm really hoping. I mean, I think Mason's gonna deliver an amazing, starting 5 entrance. That always stuck with me. And like Dee was saying, I don't know how familiar, you're such a Pistons guy if you're familiar with the Lions, but they've been an underdog team forever. They're a team of misfits that are also on the rise, and it's kind of what they've created with the Pistons is a bunch of young guys. And I saw someone say it in the or Sean in the chat say it's like, and a bunch of vets that weren't wanted all fit together, and now we've made a team. And that's just kind of the Detroit spirit. It's crazy how it's translating to both sports. It's really cool. Yeah, I've never been to Little Caesars Arena. I'm unable to go get to Denver in time, and maybe a second round game. We'll see, but I know that it'll be loud and crazy, and I'm excited for everyone, all of you to get to go. It's just gonna be such an experience, and our guys deserve it too. So, and I think for these games coming up, like our next game's on Thursday, so they have some time to kind of let it settle. And I don't think JB is going to let them get complacent. I don't think the guys are. They had their taste of playoff loss, and now they've had their taste of playoff win, and they know just how easy it is to get a loss again. The two things that have been consistent is that they played 3 quarters super well, and this time they just also added the 4th. So I think that they know it's going to be a tough road ahead. I hope that we can get, the fact that we stopped Cat without Isaiah Stewart is really great. I hope that we can get ahead enough to the point where we feel comfortable to let some of the other guys play, because I would like to see how Sasser is, because he can light it up at any time. I would like Ron Holland to get to play more. So that's kind of my next hope. And I agree with Dee in the fact that there were no expectations. I would have been thrilled if we got over 20 wins this season. And so for this to happen and for them to get here is just incredible. And it's incredible.
It's crazy. Like, to think like back in October that like I just for me personally, I don't know if you guys were like this, but I was just happy to, if they win 30 games and Cade's like an all-star, that for me would have been like a very successful season. Maybe my bar was a little bit low for the team, but just after what happened last year, I was just like, I just want to see them be competitive, win some games, and not be like the laughing stock of the NBA. But to be watching them, like, there's not a bigger arena than Madison Square Garden. Like, there's not a more like place to play under pressure against, like, as much as Jalen Brunson annoys us, like, he's a really good player, and they've got Mikal Bridges, they've got OG Anunoby, they've got Cat, and even if they might be a little bit overrated in some of our eyes, but like, they're still all so talented and such a good team. Like, to see our young guys, like Sean said, few vets and an awesome coach just go in there, and in both get like, I'm so happy we're 1-1. Like, but like, they could be 2-0. Like, really, they're like 6 minutes away from being 2-0. It's incredible, and that's like what Dee's been saying ever since I've had him on the stream. It's like, this is just like, all of this is kind of like just icing on the cake. It's like, if you really, obviously, you can get a bit emotional with a loss or a bad loss or a bad game for a play here and there, but when you just like let 10 minutes go by after the game, you're like, wow, this is the most incredible story in the NBA.
I think it's going to hit me again after I like go to sleep and wake up. Like, tomorrow's going to be a great day. Nothing bad can happen for the rest of the week.
Exactly.
Honestly. I want to know though, Jack, from you, like, what are you, I mean, I'm sure you're still a little shell-shocked. Like, what are you expecting for game 3 and 4? Like, you've been to LCA. It's something I haven't like, what do you think is going to happen?
Honestly, I'm starting to believe like they're winning both games. Unless like Brunson or Cat like scores 40 plus, like, but what I saw tonight and what I saw from game 1, like you said, Sarah, like, this kind of solidified game 1's performance in the good stuff we saw, that like, they're legit. Like, they can hang with the Knicks. It doesn't matter. It's the playoffs. Doesn't matter if it's on the road. So it's like, if they bring the intensity they've come out with to start both games, and like Prince was saying, like our shooters, I think I looked up, we shot like 20% from 3, 22%. I kept waiting for like a flurry of threes to come from B. I kept being like to my girlfriend, oh, yep, Bees is going to come in now and hit 3 threes. And we never really got that, and they still won. So I think the crowd's going to be incredible. I got a little taste of it against Boston and Denver, those games I was there for when they were on that winning streak. They lost the Denver game, but it was still almost a sellout. I think the crowd's going to lift them. I think like Ron Holland, like you said, Sarah, I think he's a guy that in his 6 to 10 minutes he plays, he's going to get a steal and dunk, and like the place is going to be shaking. So honestly, like, I don't bet or put money on things, but I have like a real feeling that like they can win both games. Unless, like I said, Cat scores like 50 and just has one of those games where it's like can't miss, because they do have that much talent in their starting lineup. But I think the crowd's going to be insane. And just for them to, I just can't, like, the Madison Square Garden crowd was so loud. It, like, when they got it, because did it get even at one point? Was it like 94 all or something? I think it got even, and I was like, this is deafening. And for our guys just to like fight through that and stay level-headed was just crazy. So I think it's going to be awesome. And I think, yeah, absolute worst case, it's 2-2. There's a real chance to be 3-1. What do you think, D?
Off mute. You can hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, look, when it was a drawn score, Yeah, that's a wrap. We're probably when we were about 4 points away from them drawing the bus is when I started feeling really, really sick. Um,
Yeah,
but
same.
no, look, I was just thinking while you were talking, I, I I really do believe, and we've had this discussion before, that they were giving Cade that time off to rest for the playoffs, and I believe in my heart that it was one of the best decisions they made for our team to give the other boys a chance to play without Cade, so we are not so dependent on Cade because they stitched him up in that last game. You know, in the first game, they stitched him up. He just couldn't do what he does. Um, and we didn't lose that bad. You know, there was some terrible calls, and anyway. But this game and moving forward, I feel like that decision to do that to go out there, all of the players who usually benched and don't get any time have some time to shine, and that we can do great things without being so dependent on Cade. Has been great for us, and it's only going to serve us well moving forward for the rest of the playoffs. And there's no getting around the fact that this is a historic season for us, but a historic kind of situation for the NBA in general. History's going to look back on this season, because like no one's done this before. No one's, and that's even without winning any more games. No one's done what the Pistons have done right now.
No, it's they haven't. Like, no teams tripled their win total in a season, in an 82 game season. I know the Bobcats did it in some lockout thing, but like, no, you're so right. And like, I think tonight, like, for any, no one on this stream would feel like this, but if you had any doubts about like, oh, the East is weak this year, like the Pistons are definitely better, but I'm not sure like they're going to be like this team next season that's pushing for top four or at least top six again. Like, to win a playoff game, it's just like, nah, we've we have officially arrived. We are not just a fun playoff team with young guys and some cool vets. Like, we've arrived and we've just taken down a Knicks team that they finished third, and a lot of people thought they were going to be even better this season. So it's so exciting. Like, we are just at the beginning. I'm sure there's going to be some little dips and stuff along the ride, but we are literally only at the beginning.
And we are still all those things as well, though. Like, we are still a young and exciting team on top of all of that, which makes it even better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just makes it that much sweeter.
It's almost too like good to be true. Like, just with what we've been through as fans, like it's just like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I'm almost too scared to get too excited because I'm so used to my heart being broken a little bit. But like, it's just, yeah, everywhere you look, it's just like positive. It's like, it's crazy. Is it like, do you feel like that, Sarah? Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just so funny because we've all kind of mentioned it, but like we all kind of get that sick feeling. We're all kind of like, I'm still not sure with 3 seconds left. Like we're all
Yeah.
so used to something going wrong. And this whole season has just everything's gone right. Like the fact that we got used to Pistons winning, like I got used to Pistons winning, that like their losses actually ticked me off. Where last season I was like, oh, that was pretty good. And like we lost, but like we played well, we played better, But like it now it is unreal that we're here and that we have a real. I agree with you. I think we have a real possibility of winning these 2 home games, and I think we can win the series. And that would just be incredible because that's knocking out not only the 3 seed, but the Knicks, who have been in the playoffs for years and years and like years in a row. And then here come the Pistons out of nowhere to take them out. And, if I was the Knicks, I'd be also embarrassed because this is how they've been playing now. They've played us for 2 games. Like the national, we got more national attention this year, but only by a little bit. And people don't know, unless you're a fan, like you don't know what the Pistons are. And so you assume easy. But then in the comments you see people, oh, Knicks in 5, Knicks in 6, like, so you're admitting that you lose to us, at least twice. That's embarrassing. But it's I don't know, like I have no words. I'm just so if whatever happens going forward, proud, but I still have so much belief in us really taking off and really showing up. And I still think that there's a game that we could go up by, a blowout, like not a blowout, but like they won't come close again. Like we got through this fourth quarter where they creeped up. Now we're going to get through the next fourth quarter where they're not, and we're going to win by double digits. So
exactly.
Totally possible.
I can't. Sorry, was it you? Might have said this last stream, Sarah, or someone who's definitely been on today said this team always learns. Like they might have, like earlier in the season they couldn't close games, and then there was some other things like that. They would have a few bad losses, or they'd win a few in a row, then lose to a Utah Jazz, or lose to a bad team that played down to their competition, and but the very next game they would learn from that and come out strong. And then like Knicks game tonight, like it was like close to a replica type game. Like different players played better games and that kind of thing. But in terms of like how the scoreline looked and when the game got close, it was pretty much the same type of vibe. And they learned. And even though the scores got tied, they never went down. And then they relied on a vet in Schroeder to make huge 3. Cade knocked down his free throws. So they learned, and it's just they just learn so fast. It's crazy. It's so exciting. It's just I have no words either.
I don't know if it was me. I mean, I think a lot of people have brought up the fact that we bounced back and we really but it also comes at a confidence thing. Like last year we were losing so much that we couldn't close. There was no confidence. Now they have the confidence. They can literally recognize. Like I think it was. I don't know if it was you who posted it or Pistons Talk or who posted it, but when we lost to the Wizards, I think it was last month or the month before, and we're like, that shouldn't have happened. And Malik Beasley literally responded to the tweet being like, yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's just something that's not an attitude that we had before the season, because we know we can beat teams now. So then they just go forward. And like JB has said, like, it's not done. Like Jalen Duren said, walking in the tunnel, not done yet. That's the kind of attitude that
I haven't seen this. I'm so excited. Is this all on the Pistons social? I've just
I've just seen a little bit. They did like when they were walking out, the Pistons won again, thing. Yeah. And Jalen said, we're just not done yet. And I want them to. You can even see in the video, like none of them were jumping up and down. They're probably exhausted, but like none of them were like, let's go, because they're not done yet. On to the next. And that's why I want them to celebrate, because they've done historic things like triple their win season and break the longest playoff drought in NBA history.
That's sorry, Sarah, to cut you off, but that thing's gone. Like that 2008 thing. Like I know everyone loved those going to work teams, but we will always look back on them with respect. But we don't have to look back on them in a down light as it ties to the current day. Like that's gone. We're like none of that anymore.
Absolutely. I'm just glad that we're still breaking records and improving as a team. And I just, I know that they want to be happy about it too, but I think that they didn't like the way the fourth ended, even though they won. They didn't like the way it played out. So they're going to take the steps to make it better.
Absolutely. For everyone, just quickly. So I want to give Prince, are you still there? I thought I heard you say some things, but I'm not sure if you're still there. But basically,
yeah, I'm still here. I've just been listening, waiting.
Okay, good. Prince, D, and Sarah, I want you guys to leave us all with one message. And then I know Tom Herr said he might be coming up. If anyone else wants to join, I can probably go for like another 5 minutes after this part here. So yeah, hit the link if you're in the chat, or DM me if you want to come on quickly. But let's go to you, Prince, first. What's your final parting message from game 2 of the playoffs?
Before I get to that, I wanted to backtrack a little bit on what Sarah said, how everybody here except Jack has been to the Palace of Auburn Hills. And I was just like, wow, I had to think about that. I was like, wow, it's so crazy that Jack will never really get to experience like those burgundy seats and the scoreboard and just like the original, not the original, but like the Pistons logo where it's all big and bulky. And I was like, wow, it's crazy. And of course, I was young, but I've been to the last like Pistons game in the Palace. My dad, he took me there to see my grandpa because before he lived in Florida, he lived in Detroit. And he played we all went and we saw the last game in the Palace, and it was just like, wow, it's really great to see this, like, experience this one more time, And yeah, I think that's pretty cool how everybody's been to the Palace. That's really cool. But last ending remarks, I would say just game 3, just show out. Beasley has to hit his threes. Tim Hardaway has to hit his threes. We got to make our free throws. And yeah, and just I want to see more minutes, like Sarah said. I want to see more minutes from like the assassin and all the other
Yeah.
people. I want to see more minutes from Ron Holland because I feel like his defense that he played. And hopefully the refs won't be as bad as in Detroit. I mean, in New York. But yeah,
I love it.
those are really all I have to say. It was great to like have all of you guys on at once. We should definitely do this more. And yeah,
Oh,
that's all I gotta
absolutely.
say.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. We can definitely do this way more often. And Prince, good luck for your, was it a test tomorrow or exam? Hopefully you go well. Even
Yeah,
though
I
you're
have
pretty
my
confident.
yeah, and
Doesn't sound like you need my good luck. You're pretty confident about it.
no, you're good. So in America, at the end of like all the school years, we take a state test, and it really doesn't count to your grade. It's really for like the teachers, but it's a standardized test. And in Georgia, it's called the GMAS. It used to be called the M something in Michigan, but yeah, I got it tomorrow. I got it all week. I got it all next week. So I'm trying to close in like the dates where I can be in Detroit, also with the dates that I have state testing. So yeah, thank you for the good luck, but I'm definitely
Awesome.
confident. I know I'm gonna get a 4.
Good on you, man. Well, I'm really excited to meet you in a few days, my man. So go well on your tests, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks. Always
All right,
Detroit basketball. Wait,
catch you, bro.
what's the quote that they say? They be like, together, always, always together, something like that.
Together all the time, all the time together. I
All the
fumbled that
time
bad.
together. Yep. Together all the
Love it, Prince. All right, man. We'll catch you later. Oh, I think he's just gone. D, final message as we round out game 2.
We always talk about how hard last season was for us as fans, but can you imagine being a player on the Pistons in front of your fans last season? So just like they're putting in work and they're making us proud, I hope that the fans do their part as well, because they fucking deserve it this season. My goodness. So I hope everybody around the world, but especially Detroit Pistons fans, is popping off. I hope even the casual fans go out of their way to make an effort. They really deserve it. So that's my hope. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm just happy. I'm happy to speak shit.
Absolutely, D. Appreciate you, my man. Well said, as always. Plenty of love for you in the chat. So, who said it? Someone said that they love D's rants. So, big love for you in the chat, my guy. But we'll chat soon, my brother. And yeah, go Pistons. Enjoy the win.
Yes, sir.
Catch you, man. All right, Sarah. And then we're gonna bring up Tom next, but Sarah,
Yeah, I'm excited.
final message.
Oh gosh. Well, just I was going to say something similar to Dee. I really hope that the fans just show up for this team because they deserve it. Like he said, there's a few players, Tobias, Malik, Dennis, Tim, they didn't get to experience what the team went through last year in front of the fans. And, you could tell that, Kay took it to heart. A lot of our players took it to heart. And to now bring the playoffs to Detroit, I really hope that we show them how appreciative we are. And I'll do it from Denver, and I know you guys will all do it in Detroit. Just get loud and proud of them. I didn't get to I forgot to shout out Paul Reed, who I'm just such a believer in, and he really showed up and showed out. He made a couple of mistakes in the beginning, very minor, and then just shook it off and dominated. And that just kind of shows the attitude altogether. Very proud of them. I know they're gonna. I can't wait till Thursday. I'm gonna be so. What do I do? What do I do for 3 days?
I know.
But
The 2-day breaks are killers. Like 2 days between games. But
tough.
it's good for the playoffs. Like
Exactly.
for the players, but for us as fans, it's like we just want that next game.
Yes. And Prince mentioned the refs, he wants them to be better. The refs are just as unpredictable in playoff basketball too. So, but we're used to it. We're used to playing against the team and the refs, making names for ourselves. Some of these guys don't see us as much as the season because they deal a lot with postseason, which we haven't been in. So I'm just I have total faith in our guys. I have total faith in JB. I'm just parting words is just let's fucking get the next 2 games at home. Let's go. I don't know. It still hasn't completely sunk in. My thoughts are everywhere. So.
No, it's like you said, we're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, did that actually happen? If we actually sleep, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep, but
I know. It's like you guys, I commend you guys. I mean, some of you, it's like we're all in different time zones, but you're on the East Coast. Like you're 2 hours ahead of me. I'm like, I gotta work.
I just looked at the time actually.
But it's like this is important because this is the first playoff win in years. So I had to show up. I was pretty close to being like, catch you guys Thursday. I gotta sleep, but no.
I know. I'm sorry it took me so long, but we were just at the stadium. But no, this has been awesome. Thank you for staying up, Sarah, and
yes,
plenty of love for you in the chat as well.
Thank you for having me. I've loved this community. It's been so nice to have people that understand and love the Pistons as much as I do. So yeah, good luck. I hope you guys sleep well. I hope your girlfriend's having a good time too in New York. It could be a lot of emotions, a lot of people. So, but thank you, and I will see you guys on Thursday for sure after another win.
Absolutely. All right, Sarah. You enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks,
Rest
Sarah.
up.
Bye.
We'll chat soon. Bye. All right, let's bring up now the man who's currently going viral for one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life.
What up, Jag? What up, though? What up, though, everyone?
Tom,
what?
How are you?
Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm the happiest Korean in the world. I was so emotional. My eyes are kind of puffy because I cried.
Oh no, I would have, if I wasn't at the game, I would have cried. My adrenaline was just through the roof. I think I've grinded the back of my teeth. My whole jaw hurts. But man, that video is special. I'm sure everyone's seen it. Because a lot of, correct me if I'm wrong. That's the first. You're like me, Tom. That's the first playoff win you've seen since you've really been a fan of the team.
Yeah,
is that right?
You're right. Yeah, you're correct. Yes. It's the first playoff win I've seen after I've become a really huge fan of the Pistons. So it was different. It was so emotional. I was shaking in the end of the game. My entire, oh my God, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. My hands were shaking, my fingers were shaking, like that. So I was so surprised and so shocked, and I was, oh man, the emotions are coming back again.
It's everything. I was right there with you. I couldn't even. I don't know if you're watching before, but I was trying to get my microphones ready with my girlfriend to film an immediate reaction. I couldn't even hold the microphones. there's like this fluffy thing that goes on top of one. It just like flew off. I don't even know where it went because my hands were shaking so much. Like I was just a mess because like you, like I'm just so used to like them of not even being in playoff games, but what happened last game where you get the hope of they're up by 12 or 15 in the fourth and you're like,
Right.
oh my God, they're going to do it. But then it gets snatched away from you. And it's like,
Right.
that's what's happened to us so many times as Pistons fans, whether it's like, oh, we finally got that superstar in Cade, but year 2, he's out for the whole year. Oh, we got Jaden
Right.
Ivey. Oh no, he's got a broken leg. We got Asar Thompson. Oh, he's got a blood clot. And it's just like, we're so used to just all the good things being
Right.
snatched away from us unexpectedly. So like when we're actually like, I was just shaking so much because we're like, it's actually going to happen. And it's just, yeah, it's amazing.
You're so right. Like all those good things being taken away. And at the end of the fourth quarter, when they tied the game up, I was so nervous. I will like because we experienced this in game 1. So to experience that again, that would have like driven me straight to depression, like right there. But
Oh,
I was so happy. Like the Dennis Schroeder 3, I was shouting, I was screaming in my seat. Like I don't care if someone hears me or anything. Come on, I was shouting, I was screaming. Like, oh my God, that Dennis Schroeder saved my life. I was because right before Dennis took that shot, I was shouting at the screen, "Give the ball to Cade, get the ball to Cade." And when Dennis shot, I was like,
yeah. Oh,
it's
no, I was the exact same because it felt like
right.
leading up to that, like Cade just wasn't getting the ball. And
Yes,
I was kind of yelling at Cade, being like, go get the ball, like, go
exactly.
get it.
Yes,
And he just like, then Dennis took that shot and I'm looking at the arc on it and I'm like, okay, that's got good arc. I'm like, it's not going in. It's just not because he missed. It was a decent
yeah,
shot, but he missed one in the corner a
you're
bit
right.
earlier. And I was like, nah. I was like, it's like just I'm thinking this all in like a split second. Like it's a Pistons. We don't make this isn't going in, and it's literally the biggest swish you'll see. And like that's what I was saying. Me and my girlfriend both screamed like I've never heard noises come from us like that.
I
Just
could you
utter
scream
shock.
like in the sea of Knicks fans? Like,
Oh, we were going
it,
crazy. I've got videos. I'll post them. You should have
that's
seen
gonna be
after the game.
crazy.
I did. I yelled out a massive Detroit basketball. All like hundreds of Knicks fans just looked at me as I was exiting, and I just didn't give a
I'm
fuck.
glad
I
you're
was like,
safe, bro.
oh yeah, no, nothing would ever happen. But
I tweeted
um,
that, right? If some Knicks fans bothered you, I would have called North Korea to bomb them.
oh my god, did you keep that up? Because
Yeah, I was debating whether I should delete it because a lot of people were commenting, delete this, you should probably delete this. And I think a King commented, like, Tom, it's fine, it's just a joke, don't delete it. I was like, all right, that gave me the
I know
confidence to keep it up.
because my internet was really bad in the arena. And
Yeah,
I just
I've been
saw
there
this.
before,
I
yes.
kept seeing this tweet get retweeted that had me mention. I thought it was a Knicks fan saying something, and then I read it and I was like, "Oh my god!" But wow, what a game, Tom! I don't even
Yeah.
know. I feel like me and
Oh,
you in a similar camp, and like the fact like neither of us are from Detroit. We're not from the
mhm.
US. We don't have any ties, but we just love this team, and we've stuck with them throughout their worst 15
Right.
years in franchise history. So I just like everything you're saying, I felt the same. It's like, and I know there's lots of people like us, and that's that
Yes.
we're not the only ones, but I just everything you're saying and feeling like I was the exact same. It was the best.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like that today or tonight for you guys, I'm gonna remember this day forever. Like
Yeah.
forever. It's not gonna be a day I forget. Like one of those moments you look back, you remember forever. One of your core memories. Today's that day for me. Like that that win. I don't know, man. It's just made me so happy. Like, God, it's making me emotional again.
Yeah. Because it's like all the it's like we've been saying this a lot, I feel like in the streams, but all the losing, all like us
We
clinging to
deserve
hopes of
this.
like early draft picks and the stuff we mentioned before, like it's just like this is literally makes it all worth it.
Yes, I got congratulations from all my friends. They messaged me like, "Oh, Tom, congratulations," because they know how long I suffered. It's also from them, ironically, because they
Yeah,
teased me a lot, but they still congratulated me for the win. Felt so good. Like it felt like as if it's a gift from the Pistons to us. Like this win, you guys deserve this. It just felt so good. I can't stress it enough. It's the best day of my life. I know you said it.
literally.
It's the best. It's been the best day of your life, right? It's been crazy.
Literally. All those years, Tom, of like justifying why you go for the Pistons and oh, you know, they've got Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond, like we're coming, or Stanley Johnson, like all those years of telling your friends why the Pistons are coming, and then they always fall short. Like this year's exactly, it's just worth it. It's the best.
Speaking of Andre, like I think he tweeted like something about the Pistons like today, and he was
Yeah,
rooting for us. Right,
he
right,
saw he tweeted Detroit basketball. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Man,
he wants to come back so bad.
exactly. And you know, it's this is Detroit is his home. Like he can go to Chicago, he can go to like Philly, wherever, Lakers, whatever. But once you think about Andrew Drummond, you think about Detroit. And I think someday, like he's gonna maybe on a veteran minimum or something, just be on the bench, be a veteran. I'd love that. Like I love him.
Same. No, I love Andre as well. He's
And a quick shout out to your girlfriend though. I'm sure she's right there,
yeah,
trying to keep quiet.
she can't hear, but she's over there doing some stuff. Yeah,
She's trying her best to not make any noise. She followed you all
yeah.
the way there. She's going back to Detroit too. Shout
No,
out. Like,
I'll and Tom said shout out to you.
I love Tom more than anything.
She said I love Tom more than anything.
thank you. Oh man. Wait, isn't it? I think it's almost 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. there, right? 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
You guys need some sleep.
I bet last night I've had like 2 hours sleep because I had jet lag last night, and then I was just like, so but
Are you going? Oh yeah.
we can't sleep. The adrenaline's crazy. We can't even eat. We haven't had dinner. We were like, should we order
What?
some Uber Eats? And then we're like,
Uh-huh.
even if I get food, I'm not gonna eat it because my mouth. This I physically we can't eat. So we're
Man,
just
that experience would have been crazy. Like, I'm so glad the
oh,
Pistons came through for you. Maybe they
it
also
was
saw the you got scammed. I
nah.
bet they had a laugh out of it.
I know that probably had something to do with it. But the scam was crazy. Good story in the end. The amount
Paper
of people
tickets.
I know. We were just like when you're desperate, you do desperate things, and even if
Yeah,
they don't make sense, you just like
I think I would have
because
done the same if I were you.
it was like I said the other night, like we were content not to go. Like we wanted to go, but we
hmm
accept we weren't going to be able to go. But then when we
hmm
were over there trying to like find Pistons fans to interview and stuff, it was like we're literally in the like because we could get through security, you just can't get into
uh-huh.
the seats. And I was like, oh, I just want to go now. Like I'm literally in the stadium. So then that's when we bought them on the walk out, and obviously everyone knows what happened. But um, Tom, we've got a few
Yep.
more minutes here.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
what do you? Who was your player of the game?
My player of the game. Obviously it's got to be Cade. Like he's been crazy the whole game. Like the Pistons, they brought an adjustment this game. They allowed Tim Hardaway Jr. or Malik Beasley to give a quick screen to Cade on OG so that someone else other than the defender of Tim or Beasley is guarding Cade. So what OG does is try to break through the screen and follow Cade for a double team. And Cade took advantage of that. He just went one on one all the way. That's what I think that's the biggest adjustment they made game wise, which worked perfectly because Cade was going off. And we just the shooters missed some shots, but if they didn't, I think Cade could have had a triple double easily. And yeah, and it was really amazing to watch. Like he was scoring from all angles, pull up threes, floaters, like and one like dunks. It was crazy. Like just it was one of those moments just says, I'm him, I'm here. Like so just watching him do that on the biggest stage in the NBA. This is what we dreamed of. Like the jersey's over there. He's an all-star. Come on.
It's crazy. Literally,
Yeah.
he's a superstar.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
like in
I'm
and what
sorry.
about that? No, you're good. What about that? Like he had that clutch. It was like an overhead pass to JD on the lob. Like he like
Yeah, that
manipulated
was
the center like in the pick and roll, and I was just like, even the Knicks fans are like, "Oh my god, that pass was fucked." And I was
yeah.
like,
I mean,
"Yeah."
that
They were
was
just
so
like,
clutch, right?
"Yeah,
The fans were
it's
having laugh, the
crazy."
Knicks fans.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, like even they were like, they kept being like, oh, they kept just like heckling Kate the whole night. But then like he had numerous like plays, and that was one of them, the lob, where they were just like, damn, he's good. Like they just couldn't say anything.
Yeah, and he's like, and did you see the moment where he pointed out Melo? Like that was crazy. Like,
Oh, I
because
missed that. What happened?
yeah, because I think it was the beginning of the third quarter. The Knicks media was interviewing Melo, who was courtside. So he was interviewing Melo, and Melo was talking about how like what the Knicks have to do. They have to be more physical and stuff. And that's when Kate did the fast break, the behind the back and the dunk. And after that, he pointed at Melo. You, did you see that
I'll go
picture
back
when
and
where
watch it.
yeah, he's pointing at
I'll
someone,
have.
and Melo during the interview goes like, ah. He just goes like he cuts talking and goes like that. You know what? So I was like, all right, Mellow Yellow pointing at Mellow.
Oh, that's so good. I'm excited. I'm gonna have to just watch Kate's highlights because I remember these plays now that we're talking about them, but I
Mhm.
was like just blacked out that whole game. I mean, especially that last 6 minutes. Was watching it, but like all I was looking at is like, did the ball go in or not? Like I couldn't look at anything else. Like it's just too
Are
many
you
nerves.
ears
But
okay? It was so loud in there, right?
it was crazy, absolutely insane. Like like I said before, when they tied it up, it was
Uh-huh.
deafening. Because I don't think JB called a timeout either when they tied it up. He just kept letting them play,
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
and it was so loud. It was crazy. But Tom, last
Eh,
thing I want to ask you
yeah, yeah,
before we
yeah.
go,
Sure.
did you today? Did you just watch the game by yourself?
Yeah, by myself, by myself.
What's your plans for games 3 and 4 in light of the win? Has anything changed, or
No,
you
because
got
in
work?
game three, I probably am gonna be at work for the fourth quarter ish because I could not take a leave because two other people are already on leave and I cannot. They're going to, and I asked them if they could change it, obviously, but they're going to Japan. They cannot cancel their trips for me because so I was like, all right, fine. But game four, that's I think 2 a.m. in Korea, I think,
Yeah.
and. Me and the other Korean fans were discussing whether we should meet up or anything, but I don't think we're gonna meet up. It's because it's 2 a.m. on a Sunday, so we have work. So I'm probably
Oh
gonna
yeah.
sleep. Yeah, I'm probably gonna sleep early on Sunday, like, and then just watch the game. I'm not gonna miss it for anything. Like, and the game
Nah.
three, I'm probably gonna be a a
In the
bad.
toilet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have diarrhea.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna
Well,
miss it for the world.
no, you'll be on that toilet for the whole fourth quarter. They'll be wondering where you are. But Tom, leave us with a final message before I close this one out.
I don't know what can I say, man. Detroit's basketball. Let's go.
Let's go, Tom. Well, I hope we can get you back on the stream on one of these next couple of games, my man.
Of
But
course, of course. Enjoy
like I
Detroit.
said,
Are you going tomorrow?
the day after, I
Okay,
think.
so enjoy New
So
York first.
yeah,
If
we'll
you
go to
see some New
day.
York fans, just tease them a bit. Like,
Yeah. We will. Oh, don't worry, man. We gave it to them tonight as well. But yeah, Tom, like I said, love all Pistons fans. Love you, my man. So enjoy tonight. That game was for all of us who have stuck by this team through
yes.
some of the darkest times. So yeah, what a night.
You too, man. Oh, have a good night. Have a good rest. You and your girlfriend.
All right, catch you, bro. See you later.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Let's go. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's stream. There's some good comments in here. But thank you to D, Prince, Tom, Sarah for jumping on the stream. Thank you to everyone in the comments. Pistons next. Devon, Larry Gordo, Devon, my man. Can't wait to see you in a couple of days at game 3. Sean, shout out to Sean. Mark, of course, who jumped on the stream as well. Nuggies, good to see you back in the chat, my man. But What a night, guys. I don't have any more words. I'm a bit mentally exhausted, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. That was just the best night of my life. So we'll be back. The stream times are probably, I'm going to be at the game, so I can't. We're going to definitely do streams. I'll try and do them as quick as I can after the games. But appreciate everyone for sticking up late to get this one in, and I'm sure you'll stick around for games 3, 4, 5, and we might not even need game 6. But until game 3 stream, as always, go Pistons.